welcome back. It's Albert I here, your Tech and Games Crusader, and today we're taking a look at a product that was sent to me from a company called Destek that got in contact with me in comments and then on Twitter. And what this is absolutely the smallest box I've ever seen for a head strap for the Oculus Quest 2. Well, the Meta Quest 2, even though it does say Oculus. And this even has a built-in battery, so let's go ahead and take a look at this, see how it works out for me and how it may work out for other people, depending on what your needs are in head size, comfort level, design, and how durable it is and how well it stays on. What kind of effort it takes to be able to have it come loose, and so forth. So we can see here it says built-in 5,000 milliamp hour battery, easy to install, and it's ergonomics, sturdy fixing buckles, charging cable, adjustable elastic band, adjustable Velcro. We'll see how the Velcro top strap actually looks and holds up. Again, built-in battery. Destek head strap for Oculus Quest 2. It is ROHS, so rid of harmful materials or harmful substances. Destek.us or www.destek.us. Support at DestekGear.com. And it is a trademark of ThinkLine LLC in the United States. Shinsen Xinlon or Shinlon Yelpin Technologies Company Limited is the manufacturer. Our service is friendly and hassle-free. Nothing on the back. Do have a circle tape here, so hopefully everyone in the world is being safe, and in the approaching times of, in the US anyways, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. People were safe with their travels. And let's see exactly what we have in here. Okay, so it does have perforated PU leather. There is a good bit of foam in there, but it's not memory foam. And it does have a plastic inlay plate on the back of it to keep this form, which I do wish, not everyone's head shape is the exact same, so that does create hot spots. Having a plastic shaper, it does have some flexibility going inwards, but not going outwards. So we got our charge through port on the top. I do like seeing it on the top. Oh, it's not on the top. It's on the bottom. Sorry. Top strap is just cheap vinyl backed felt. And it's adhesive together. And then you have a Velcro on the end. It does have it on both sides. When are people going to catch on and do what Sword King did and actually use silicone for the top strap? You want something that's easy to clean, that doesn't get dirty and doesn't wear out over time. Silicone is the way to go, especially food grade silicone. To me, hands down, this is the best top strap that there is, especially where it's all in one piece integrated into the back, which is also silicone. with a buckle through, pinning, sorking. You just can't beat it, especially for the price. It is a great value. Okay, speaking of value, what you get in this is currently $54.99 on Amazon. There may or may not be a coupon present because it is the holidays and for introductory listing reasons. If you get it directly through Destek website, it may be a different price, or if you get it from AliExpress or somewhere else as well. We do not have... Interesting. Okay, so here we have the info on the power bank is 18.5 watt hours or 5,000 milliamps per hour. Input is 5 volt at 1.3 amps. Output is 5 volt at 1.3 amps. Compared to, the 10,000 milliamp per hour VR Power 2. This is 1 amp. This is 3 amp, and this is 3 amp. This is in and out for 3 amps. And 5 volts on each of those. So, let's go ahead. First off, let's wipe it down. Taking it out of the packaging. Because I am immune compromised. It looks like this adjusts by the side mounted. What the? Okay, it is Velcro. It's just on this side of the Velcro, you can see it's already peeling on the adhesive. So that's not great. But I guess it means that it's going to hold. Well, if yours is like mine, you'll want to grab back here and undo the Velcro from the back of it rather than from the front. Because you can see this is already peeling on the adhesive side away from this fabric. So this Velcro fabric feels good. It feels like waistband material. So like gym shorts waistband material. And this does just run through here. So it can go all the way. You can't attach it from here, but it can go all the way out to there. And it's not going to come out because it's got this fold right here. So the smallest amount you can have attached for the largest head size is right there. Which is probably, okay, that's not great. I'm just going to unbuckle it just to see how large it needs to be on my head. I can say the build quality of it, this is a polycarbonate, and it has got a satin finish on it, so that's good. You don't have weird texture issues or anything. It is smooth. And this is molded plastic right here for the top. The same material. Or injection molding, rather. Alright. We've got that undone. Let's see. I don't like this connection. I do like that there's no seam on it, but you don't have that little divot inward for it to be able to sit on. So, we'll see. Go ahead and undo the current testing monstrosity. By the way, guys, all I did is I just slid these over top of these buckles, and it seemed to work out pretty well. As you can see, this also is doubling as a lens cover. Even though I do have the VR cover, lens covered in, come on. This thing holds really, really well. Alright, we got our headset here. What else is in the box? We have a manual, a thank you warranty card, and it looks like a Destek. It's actual card stock, like gift card stock, for being able to get your warranty registered and stuff. And it's cool that this has polychromatic text on it. Destek, shaking hands. Thank you for choosing Destek. We would appreciate if you consider giving us feedback and leaving a customer review on Amazon. And you can go to this QR code. Alright, let's see what it says here. Headstrap with battery for Meta Quest 2. Remove the headset mask. Install the other side of elastic band to top hole of the Quest 2 headset. Install the mask back in place and buckle up both sides to the headset. Plug in the charging cable. The length of elastic band can be adjusted to your needs. Charging cable, battery indicator. Okay, so we have a battery indicator right here that should illuminate underneath it for how much battery there is, and then LEDs. Yeah, it's just right there underneath it. Battery type is a lithium ion polymer battery. USB charging port is on the bottom. Cell capacity is 3.7 volts at 5,000 milliamps per hour. Operating temperature is 10 degrees Celsius up to 45 degrees Celsius. Output voltage is DC 5 volt. Input voltage is DC 5 volt. Output current is 1.3 amps, typical. And input current is 1.3 amps, typical. This product is fully charged in the fastest about 4 hours it takes to fully charge, okay? At 5 volt, 1.3 amps per adapter with standard charging cable. So the cable that's included with your headset, rather. Charging. When charging, the corresponding relationship between the display status and the battery level is as follows. LED 1 is flashing, is 0 to 25%, and the rest are dark. At 25 to 50%, we have fully lit, constant flashing on the second, and the other two are dark. 50 to 75 is fully lit, first two flashing on the third, and the last one is dark. 75 to 95 is the first three are solid, and then you have the last one flashing, and then charging finished is all are lit solid. And then discharge. When discharging, the corresponding relationship between the display status and the quantity of electricity is as follows. Under voltage is dark across the board. 0 to 25 is lit and then dark. And then 25 to 50 is first two lit, other two dark. And 50 to 75, we have the first three lit and the last one dark. And 75 to 100, they're all four lit. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's take a look and see. First off, we have a charge cable here for my Anker charge dock. Mess over there right now. There we go. You can see we have 4 lights, and then we have 3 solid and 1 flashing. So we'll leave that going while we install this on the headset itself. So this is another friction design. I am not a fan of friction design in the typical, because this is an opposite of the halo, where the hole is on this part rather than this part. I'd rather the hole be in here. That way I could combine it with a front part of a halo or something. But that's why I have the Esseman top pad, front pad, that I have added on here to the Sword King. Because you can add a halo pad to any headset with this. This thing is a great tool for being able to expand comfortability. I mean, that's a good snap. It went on pretty smoothly. Yeah, it went on pretty smoothly. Now with that on there, I can lock it in by sliding this over. This helps to just keep that tension on the friction part. And I didn't even have to take out the front mask. You know why? Because I have this. And that's the only reason you would have to take it out anyways. As you can see, this Velcro is not wide enough to be even proper strap width to be held in by this. So what we'll end up doing is run it under, then run it over. It doesn't work as well as it would with the silicone strap, where it has the buckle. I can keep this part tight, but that part does work. And let's see how this goes for use. Alright, so let's go ahead, plug in the headset, see how well it plugs in. As you can see, all it would need is that little part like this, to where it could be able to sink and you have an easier to grip part You know, see, my fat fingers just can't get under this area to get a grip. So I have to use my fingernail on the bottom to pull it out. Just a little bit of FYI, guys, of what you'll possibly run into with this strap. I mean, most people aren't going to use it in this exact format of how I'm using it, but I'm showing it just because it makes more sense to have these on here for me. So let's go ahead and unplug. The edges of this is very sharp, so that's one concern I have as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how this fits. Not large enough. My first instinct with this thing is immediately to look for something to twist, but you'll have these on the sides back here that you grab. That is not easy to grab. Definitely designed for people with smaller hands to be able to feels like that's about even. It won't go any further and keep a good connection, so trying to just clamp it down as much as I can on my face. You can feel the strap right here. It's just, it does not feel good. It makes the rest of the entire thing feel cheap. Whenever you use a cheap vinyl strap, it makes the entire product feel cheap. Use cloth, full fabric, banded nylon, or use a silicone strap and add some value to your products. That's my main takeaway, and every single time I have to go through using one of those type. Alright, so this can't go back any further right here. It's just sitting here on my forehead. I feel the full weight of the headset right here across the midway point of my nose, where I have a bump in my nose where it was broken when I was younger. So yeah, that batter's, definitely no side-to-side movement. Quick side-to-side movement with this head strap, because you will feel it and it will beat the sides of your nose. I'm going to try and tighten it any more at all. Just to see how much Velcro flexibility there is. That's tight. I'm losing circulation in my forehead right now. It's so tight. I mean, the back of it, it fits, but you want it to sit lower if you have a larger head size. You want it to cradle under the back of your skull. The only thing is, there's no opening on the bottom for a being able to flex. I can't move my head further than this up, and if I put it any higher, it doesn't feel like it's going to stay on my head.
but I feel all the pressure right now after I tighten the strap in my cheekbones. Like, I need to switch to my other facial interface where I've made cheek pads just so that I can be able to have... Wow, that's just way too tight. I mean, this thing can get really, really small, that's for sure, but... when you tighten it, you don't have any light bleed at all. Because I'm using the VR Cover Fitness Facial Kit, and foam is the Cool XG pad foam with the hybrid gel. I can feel a little bit of, let's see, there's facial sliding. Because it is a cloth side strap, you don't have the irritation for the material rubbing against your ears. But what you do have is a lot of slippage. If I do anything that applies a bunch of pressure to the back of my head, I can feel the edges of the pad getting very sharp. Because I have a larger head, I don't feel it on the top as much as I do on the bottom. Right there, at the base, is where I feel it. If the side strap material was what they also used on this top strap, with a Velcro stretchiness to it, I think that would have really put this over the top as being a little bit better value. But using just a 17-cent piece of vinyl, PU plastic, and Velcro, it's not doing a lot for it. And guys, this is with this halo pad on here. I'm still feeling the pressure here because, as you can see on the sides here, I can't move this any further. It won't go any further back because of the way that these are made. So if I take this off, it was basically like it wasn't even on my face and helping with my forehead right here. This part wasn't even touching my forehead, but just barely touching it. And this is the only way that you could be able to get this to work on here. If you turn it around this way, it doesn't go far enough back. So if I didn't do it this way, it wouldn't even have any contact at all. So you can see right here, I want to go ahead and take it off. It is nice, you can be able to pull it away to take it off. But these right here, this is what's keeping these from going any further back. So I could try and see if maybe, just maybe, I can slide it on from the back side. Just to try it on again and see if it helps any. I mean, as it is without this thing, nah, it's a no-go. You just, the battery may be nice and everything, but not having support up here that's comfortable like the sides are and wider. I mean, having a wide strap on top makes a huge difference. So what I would do is, instead of, defaulting to this
include something like this that you can be able to offset and up the height of where you would have your strap going across, and use this same kind of material on your top strap just to get a little bit more stature and hold to it. But as you can see right here on this bottom pad, it's pushing out slight bit right here where my head, the back of my head, was actually impacting it. And it did bend it. If there was a cutout right here, that it was just like a half circle, just like that. Basically, it's essentially like that. That wasn't there. That would help a lot. And this needs to be able to have more flex outwards. I understand it's mostly attached to the frame of the back, but it's not completely attached. As you can see right here, it is just fastened in there. So if I were to use this, I would have to do some modifications to make it more comfortable for my use personally. I would say, you know, the ease of these coming on and off is not bad, but I am going to do a shake test on it now, just to see. And I was shaking it pretty heavily. I mean, they do pop off pretty easily. I didn't take a whole lot of pressure, just from the top. The bottom, it comes off pretty easily. From the top, it holds a little bit better. I do like how this has this shape here to where you get more padded filling, but the plate they have back here, I think it needs to be silicone on the inside where it has more flexibility to it. You don't need a rigid shape for the back of your head because everyone's head shape is different and you need more flex. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the back of it, what we have here. Alright, so you can see here this padding, it is glued on the edges, but it is nice that you can take this off to clean it easier though. I don't know if they intend you to do that. I mean, they probably do, where there's a whole bunch of screws in here holding the batteries, and this has 2 batteries in it. Probably 2 2600 or 2500 milliamp per hour battery cells. But this material, I mean, it's essentially one piece of this. And you can see the shape it holds. if it just had an opening on the at the bottom, kind of like this, to where this wrapped the foam around the back edge to give you more flex for your head, that would be much more helpful. I mean, for the price of it, you guys haven't seen my coverage yet for the Bobo VR Pro, M2 Pro with 5200 milliamp per hour batteries, because the one I received didn't have batteries with it, and the pad on the left front was missing. But you know, whenever I received a replacement, I will do a comparison between this and that, where they're within, you know, reasonable facsimile pricing and features of what they offer. This basically is a strap with a battery. That's about it. It does have a little bit going for it with this material here, but these are a no-go for me on the way the mount is. What I'm really waiting on is to see Sword King come out with their battery strap. I know they're working on one, and I've been offering feedback and testing and being able to, you know, marketing and what experience I have for bettering company products. I mean, I like that this is got a fixed angle on it, but I'm guessing this is probably held inside with just a cutout, and it doesn't actually have like anything holding the cable port a certain way or anything. But this is not moving, so that's good. The thickness of this is great for the top loop. Means you're not going to break it. I mean, it does flex to open more, but you're not going to break it. And this is wide enough almost to be able to put the Lux Audio strap, top strap in. So I don't know why they wouldn't go ahead and make their own like this for the front of it and use their wider side strap material on the top. I mean, look at the width of this as for parity and difference here. Let's go ahead and measure just to show you. We got 3 inches on the side straps here. No, it's not 3 inches. 30 centimeters, sorry. And then we have an inch and 3/16, or an inch and an eighth width here. Compared to you got 15/16 of an inch. And 23 millimeters. But if I were to make use of my AMVR modified facial interface with the cheek pads, I mean, I could make use of this strap a little bit easier, but for me to have it tightened to the point of where I would normally use it,
It just doesn't make sense to have that much tightness on there. But, you know, guys, let me know what you think about this Destek head strap with battery, 5,000 milliamp per hour battery for the Meta Quest 2 in the comments below. And if you have any desire to see more content like this, deep dives on products, then you know, feel free to leave a comment below. You know, give a thumbs up for the video. If you appreciate the content and you want to support me, consider subscribing to the channel or follow me at Zybernite to know whenever I have new products arriving that may be potential future content. And guys, this is Zybernite, your Tech and Games Crusader. Hope you guys have a good night, good day, take care. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.